Greetings, royal family, and welcome to another message by the Honorable Yahweh Beit Nun Sophie Yahweh. Now, royal family, this message was taught many years ago by the Honorable Yahweh and is being presented to you today by Yahweh's royal priesthood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at Yahweh's royal priesthood, www.yahweh144000.com. And also, royal family, join us at the University of Yahweh, where classes are designed for the Godhead. Visit us at www.universityofyahweh.org. Also, royal family, listen to our weekly podcasts by the University of Yahweh, found on most podcast platforms. We look forward to you being there as well. Enjoy, royal family.
This contract, this means that we made an alliance with Yahweh and he made an alliance with us. Some of the same things that we just discussed under covenant is the identical understanding for contract. So everything I just said under covenant, it is involved in this contract. In this contract, we have the same legal document, a written acknowledgement, a written guarantee, a written warranty, a written pledge, a written promise, a written agreement, a written deed. All of this comes under the contract. It is written. We don't simply make a statement about the covenant. We don't simply make a statement that Yahweh is our covenant God. But I'm giving you the understanding of what covenant is. It is somewhat synonymous to contract. But contract also entails a betrothal, an espousal, a marriage compact. In other words, Yahweh is our husbandman. And since I am one with Yahweh, I am your husbandman, regardless of your gender. It is not important to me whether you are male or female. I am still your husbandman, and you as Israel is my espoused one. And I am here to redeem you unto myself, though you have played the whore, though you have committed adultery on me. In the law of Israel, you are worthy for death. You're not worthy to live. And yet I am come to redeem you as my wife unto myself, though you have played the harlot. And since you are Judah, you played the biggest whore of all of the tribes of Israel. And look at your condition. You, in fact, have been killed. See, the reality, you have, in fact, been killed. That's why I am the resurrection. That's why I am come to resurrect you. That's why you are called the dead. That is why you are also called the lame man. It's because you've been totally destroyed for committing adultery. What is the adultery you have committed? It means you have worshipped other gods, bowed your knee to other gods, called the name of other gods other than Yahweh, your only Father. And he's proven his power and sovereignty by reducing you to nothing, completely destroying you. You are so totally destroyed without Yahweh being Yahweh that you cannot get together as a people. You're unable to work together in unity as a people. You know that you need unity, but you can't achieve unity. No leader ever born from among you in the last 6,000 years has been able to effectively effect unity among you. None of them in your modern life, in your life, has been able to bring about unity among you. You know you need to love each other. You know that's the one thing that our people need is love. You know the world needs love. But you're unable to have that love without Yahweh. In all the religions that you have tried, there's no love. In all the philosophies, in all of your education, in all of your jobs, in all of your politics, you've been unable to achieve love and unity. It's impossible without my spirit. It's impossible without my spirit of grace. I'm demonstrating the spirit of hospitality to all of you present through those who have received me, though my body is not with you. I've withheld my body from you so you can experience that my spirit is real, that I am alive. I'm omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Yes, I'm just plain omni. Praise Yahweh. So I'm here demonstrating to you that I'm the only answer. There is no answer beside me. And I'm here to take you back as my wife, forgive you of your adultery, which is normally unforgivable. You've been punished 436 years for your adultery. And if you want to be redeemed, here I am saying, darling, I forgive you. Baby, I forgive you. I accept you. Because you have bowed your knee to other gods. It has brought upon you sicknesses. You have fallen into the hands of the most base man on earth. You have been forced to lie under all other civilizations on the planet Earth. You have been forced to be the bottom, the tail of all the nations on the earth because you forgot that you're obligated to Yahweh. You forgot that you are liable to Yahweh. You forgot that you are to be responsible for your word and be responsible to Yahweh. You forgot that you are to be answerable to Yahweh. You forgot that you are chargeable to Yahweh. You forgot that you are accountable to Yahweh. You forgot that you are amenable to Yahweh. You forgot that you are legally responsible to Yahweh. Of course, I am all of this to you, but I'm keeping my part of the bargain. I promised you in Genesis chapter 15, verses 13 and 14, that I would come to you after 400 years of suffering in America. I promised that I myself would come and I would judge the nation who afflicted you these 436 years. And you can't deny my judgment. It may look like I'm being judged, but can't no man judge me. No man can judge Yahweh. This government has made the most serious mistake ever in 6,000 years because their legal document says the United States government versus Yahweh. Can you imagine the arrogance of this government to actually write down on a piece of paper and take Yahweh to court? Can you imagine that they seek to judge Yahweh, the creator of all things, including themselves? They have set themselves up to judge Yahweh and his son? That's the height of arrogance. Oh, but they have forgotten the word. The word said, judge not, lest you be judged. Hallelujah, Yahweh. So, under this contract, this means that we have to settle. There's a settlement that has to come about. Those who brought you into slavery and held you for 436 years and are trying to hold you from me now and trying to hold me from you, they're going to have to settle this issue. There's going to have to come a settlement. I told you 10 years ago that the government of America is going to have to deal with me. The method that they have chosen is their mistake. Hallelujah, Yahweh. This contract means we have to come to terms with our mistake in breaking Yahweh's law. It's time for you to negotiate with Yahweh, your Father. It's time for you to read and understand and keep the terms of your contract. It's time for you to work out your soul salvation that is in your contract. It's time for you to hammer out the deal that you worked out with Yahweh years ago. It's time because you are bound to obey Yahweh. This contract means that you agreed to enter into this. You entered into this of your own free will. You accepted Yahweh on your own free will. You agreed to take on the nature of Yahweh. You agreed to undertake upon yourself the nature of Yahweh. You agreed to organize. This contract means organize, organization. It means that in this contract, Yahweh will organize you in the nation of Yahweh. It gives the nation of Yahweh organization that no man can tear asunder. The gates of hell cannot prevail against the nation of Yahweh. The gates of hell cannot prevail against Yahweh ben Yahweh. The gates of hell cannot prevail against Yahweh. Yahweh is sovereign. I am sovereign king over all the kingdoms of the earth. This contract means that Yahweh promised to build. This is the day for us to be built up now. That's the purpose of my coming, to organize you, to build you, to erect the kingdom of Yahweh, which shall never be destroyed. I am here to hatch you. I'm like the mother hen, and the eggs are you, and inside I'm about to hatch you. The same as I'm about to birth my son. This contract that you contracted with Yahweh to bond means that I'm here to promote you, and your job is to promote Yahweh. That's what it means. Your job is, you made, to promote means to publicize and to publish the name Yahweh. That's what it means. And you made a promise to publish the name Yahweh. In Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 2 and 3. So you have committed yourself to Yahweh, and Yahweh has committed himself to you. So here we have Yahweh, our covenant God, that we contracted a bond with. And we have to understand what this bond is. This bond is also a link between us and Yahweh, between Yahweh and us. This bond is a connection between us and Yahweh, Yahweh and us. This is a cord between us and Yahweh. We agreed that Yahweh would control us through his law, statutes, judgments, and commandments. We would obey his law, statutes, judgments, and commandments, which would give us control over our individual selves, control over our spirit, control over our children, control over our family, control over our house. You don't have it without Yahweh, no matter how you try. This bond is also a yoke. And I tell you to take my yoke upon you and learn of me. This is also an agreement. Bond means agreement, a compact, a contract, a promise, word, pledge, covenant, treaty. Do you understand? A cartel, a deal, a bargain, a stipulation, an arrangement, an acknowledgement. We agree to acknowledge Yahweh. Yahweh acknowledges us by raising us high above all nations when we keep his laws. It's been my pleasure, and I hope you understand real clearly how Yahweh, being our covenant God, that we contracted a bond with Yahweh to conform to his nature. And with the help of Yahweh, I will continue with this tomorrow night and bless your spirit and continue to pour out my grace upon you. In the meantime, you can see how the lame man is being healed through my message. My message is a perfect moral message, and this is the first time in your life that you have ever understood any aspect of the nature of Yahweh, the relationship between Yahweh and us, our relationship between us and Yahweh. That it's a mutual relationship, and a relationship that's to be understood, that's understandable. And when understood, then you can practice it, and you can keep it. It becomes beautiful when you understand from this point of view. Nobody on the planet has this type of understanding about their God, with their God, toward their God, and their God toward them, and the fact that he's a personal God, and that throughout history, Yahweh manifests himself in the flesh. The fact that Yahweh can manifest himself in the flesh once means he can manifest himself at any time he chooses. He can do this. So it's a blessing when Yahweh comes in the flesh as the Son to the children of Israel. So now we see that the lame man can be healed, and the pretenders are about to be destroyed. So I have to say to you tonight, Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down.